Hello everyone, today, let's talk about Twisters 2024. This thrilling and action-packed film delves into the devastating power of tornadoes in nature. The story follows a team of storm chasers who risk their lives to uncover the origins of deadly twisters. The movie blends intense emotions and survival tales that keep you on the edge of your seat. Twisters is an adrenaline-pumping experience you shouldn't miss. A girl gets trapped with her friends in a storm, and unfortunately she loses them. Afterwards, she vows to put an end to the root of the problem. Will she succeed? What is the cause of the destruction? And what happened to them? Let's find out in today's story. It starts with 5 students, all aspiring scientists. The leader of the group is a girl named Kate, and the others are her friends. They are weather scientists, specializing in studying weather conditions. Kate is filming a video and explains that she has developed a chemical liquid to release into an approaching storm. The chemical will help stop the storm. The group sets off in their cars toward the storm's location. When they reach the storm's edge, Kate's friend Javi pulls back because he's about to activate devices and take storm readings. Kate and the others continue forward with the chemical cans. As they get closer to the storm, visibility drops, and panic sets in. Suddenly, they see a fast-moving wind heading straight for them, and before they can react, all the cans are knocked over. Seeing this, everyone rushed out of the car and opened all the cans, leaving the chemicals outside. As soon as the storm hit hard and collided with the cans, the chemicals mixed into the storm. Kate and the others were relieved, thinking it worked, and they started heading back. The devices activated, and the readings began. But instead of stopping the storm, it grew faster, causing even more destruction. Meanwhile, Javi took the readings and said that the chemical had no effect on the storm at all. Hearing this, they sped up their car and began fleeing from the chaos. Heavy debris started hitting their car, and suddenly another vehicle crashed into theirs. They quickly exited the car and ran toward a bridge ahead to take cover. In the midst of the chaos, one of Kate's friends was caught by the storm. Unable to escape, he was swept away and killed. Another friend of Kate was hit by debris as she tried to climb upward, and she too was killed. Kate and her remaining friend tried to climb, but the storm only grew stronger. Her friend was also swept away and died. Now only Kate was left. She clung to a heavy object to stay grounded, and of the 4 friends in the car, she was the sole survivor. After a few hours, when the storm stops, Kate comes out. There was devastation everywhere, which made Kate very upset and sad. Now these people or the weather office had no idea that this storm would be so big and terrible. It will take the whole city under its wings. In this incident, only Kate and Javi survived. After this, we see the time after 5 years, where Kate was living in New York, and the weather office there does reporting work. She had left her old house because, after losing her friends in that incident, she was broken. And because of living in that house, she remembered her friends and that whole incident too. Now one day Javi comes to Kate's office to meet her. He says, "I need your help in a project. I have made a tracking system in my company. With the help of it, we will get to know the whereabouts of the storm in a different way. And he can tell this information to everyone." Then Kate agrees to help him, and they both leave to go to Javi's company. When they reach here, Javi introduces them to his team. Then a very famous influencer comes here, whose name was Tyler, and he had brought the whole team with him. His job was to go in the middle of the storm and get all the information about the situation there. As soon as he comes here, everyone follows him. Along with that, he also starts selling his t-shirts here. Then he comes to Kate and tries to talk to her. Kate was not interested in talking to him, so she leaves from here. She comes to Javi. After this, Kate, Javi, and their whole team leave for the storm site. But we see that Tyler and his team are also following them. Now Tyler's car passed very close to Javi's car, in which Javi had Kate with him. Then in a hurry, Javi's car was on the side. Because of this, they separate from their team. These two had reached near the storm. The storm was getting worse, so they get off the car quickly. Javi starts activating his devices while Kate starts watching the storm. Now her fear of the storm rises again. This makes her very nervous and tells Javi to go back. She was getting confused, so they leave their work incomplete and comes back. But this makes Javi very angry at Kate. But then we see that Tyler, along with his team, starts going through the storm with a fun car. To protect his car completely, to save it from danger and to keep its balance, he decides to secure the car. For this, he drills in the ground and secures it, so that the car remains completely stable. These people then come inside the storm, and enjoy a lot by lighting firecrackers. From a distance, Kate and Javi were also seeing them doing this. She is also very surprised. Now as soon as they see, it is evening, where these people go to a hotel. Tyler and his team also stayed in the same hotel, where they all meet Kate for the first time. Kate starts talking to them. It is found that every member of this team has a lot of information about the storm. Tyler himself is also a very big scientist. Kate is very surprised to know. Now Javi meets a man, and the land property of the people who were destroyed by the storm, he starts showing it to the man who was a dealer. Now Tyler tries to make friends with Kate. In the meantime, they get news of another storm. Knowing this, their teams go that way. A little further away, they see two storms in front of them. One was looking very dangerous, while the other was not so powerful. Now to make a report, they all start going towards the powerful storm, but then Kate notices that the direction of the wind is changing. That's why she tells Javi to go towards the less violent storm. Now at first they also had a little doubt about this, but then they go that way. But we see that when the direction of the wind changes, then the place where Tyler was with his team, the wind blows there. After that, a light storm came and stopped. Meanwhile, Kate and her team had to face even more dangerous storms and terrifying obstacles. But this time, Kate was not afraid. In fact, she gathered her courage and supported Javi. This time, Javi succeeded in activating his devices. When Kate checked the map, she discovered that a nearby village had been severely damaged by the storm. Knowing this, Kate felt deeply saddened. She now wanted to help the villagers. When she reached the village, Kate saw that Tyler was already there, assisting people with his team by providing food. One of Tyler's workers told her, "We sell our things to help these poor people." Hearing this, Kate's heart was touched by Tyler's compassion. Meanwhile, Javi had brought the dealer who had shown them the land earlier, introducing him to the villagers. Kate found this odd, but she couldn't understand what Javi was up to. Later, when Kate returned to the hotel, Tyler came to bring her food. There they finally became good friends and started talking. That night they all went to watch a bullfighting match. When these people were sitting on the ground, suddenly this wind blew. It soon becomes a storm. People were scared to see the force of the storm. They run here and there. Seeing people so scared, Kate and Tyler helped them. They took everyone to a shop, but there was no building or basement nearby. So it was dangerous here, so Kate came out with everyone, and they start going under the bridge to save their lives. There was a couple among them. They sit in their car and start going from here, but then their car gets upside down because of getting stuck in the storm, and they die. Now where everyone was hiding before, as soon as they see, the whole shop flies. Kate is hiding a kid and his mother under the bridge, while Tyler goes to pick up the owner of the shop who was stuck. But a car collides with those people, due to which the owner of the shop gets pulled into the storm and dies. A few hours later, when the storm finally stopped, Javi brought the dealer to meet the villagers. By then, Kate, who had figured everything out, approached Javi and said, "Your dealer wants to forcibly take their land, the land of people who have already lost their homes in the storm. You people are so greedy. This clearly means you are taking advantage of their weakness. This is wrong." Javi responded, "Don't talk about right and wrong at all, because due to the failure of your project, I lost 3 of my friends." Hearing this, Kate became silent and deeply sad. Realizing his mistake, Javi apologized to Kate, but she wasn't ready to listen to him. She got into her car and left. She drove straight to her house nearby. Coming home after such a long time, her mother was overjoyed to see her. Kate is refreshing her memories by looking at her school-time projects. That's when Tyler comes here too. He says that, "Kate, I know who you are. I saw in the news. And whatever happened to you, you are not at fault." After which Tyler, Kate, and her mom eat. The next day, Tyler asks Kate to work on her old project, with the help of which she could stop the storm. But after hearing this, Kate becomes sad. She says to the crying Tyler, "How can I do this? Because my friend is the owner of that project." She was also angry at Tyler. Why did he talk about this? And in anger, she tells him to leave her house. But in the evening, when Tyler started going, Kate stops him. She apologizes to him and tells him to stay here, because now she needed Tyler's help in her project. Yes, she was ready to work on her project again. After which the two of them started working together on the project. Their ratings and everything was absolutely right. After which they take the chemical cans and go into the storm again. In the middle of the storm, they left the chemicals there. Before that, the storm gets very fast. But then it slowly decreases and stops completely. This thing was very big for Kate. She gets very happy. Thank God my project has finally been successful today. The next day, Javi also came to meet Kate. He apologizes to her and says that I needed money for my project. So for funding, I talked to the dealer and took the wrong path. Then Kate also forgives him. The next day, Kate and Tyler again started going into the storm. This time, Tyler's entire team was with them. Along with Javi and his team were also joining them. When everyone moved forward, these people were very scared. Seeing this, the storm was getting so fast that they could not see anything in front of them. Javi's car started to turn upside down. Suddenly in the nearby mill, due to this storm, the electricity is damaged, because of which one after another explosions start happening, and the whole mill is on fire. Seeing his car like this, Javi starts going back. Seeing this, Tyler, Kate, and everyone else also starts going towards the city, because this storm was so terrible that everything could get stuck. When these people came to the city, there was a mess everywhere. Seeing this, Kate and Tyler tell people to go to the theater in front of them, but suddenly a bus comes and bumps into Tyler, and his leg also gets stuck under it, and a water tank is also about to fall on them. But just in time, Javi comes and takes out Tyler. And now these three go to hide in the theater, but then the whole roof of the theater broke. And a lot of people get killed due to getting stuck in the storm. Seeing this, Kate decided to calm everyone down. Without informing anyone, she took a car filled with chemicals to make her final experiment successful. Enduring all the difficulties, she got caught in the storm. First, she secured the car, then activated the devices and released the chemicals. As she watched, all the chemicals started pouring into the storm, causing the sky to shake and the storm's intensity to increase. Kate managed to survive, but slowly, the chemicals began dissolving in the storm, and gradually the storm started to subside. After a few minutes, everything calmed down, and the storm had completely stopped. When everyone saw that the danger had passed, they came out. Tyler and Javi rushed to Kate, whose car had flipped, but she had somehow managed to get out. Fortunately, she was alive, but she was injured. After this, everyone else arrived and praised Kate for her bravery. Then we see Javi coming to drop Kate off at the airport because she's heading back to New York to secure funding for her project. But we notice that Tyler, who has developed feelings for Kate, is also there at the airport. He learns that Kate's flight has been delayed for some reason, so Tyler decides to return with her. Then we are told that Kate, Tyler, and Javi are now working on the project together. They promise to always stay united and collaborate on their work. And with that, this amazing story comes to an end. To wrap it up, Twisters, 2024, takes you on a roller coaster of emotions and intense action. As the team faces increasingly dangerous storms, the film builds towards an unforgettable climax. With mind-blowing special effects and a gripping storyline, the ending leaves you speechless, highlighting the ultimate battle between human resilience and nature's fury. It's a movie that will stay with you long after the credits roll.